Good morning, guys. Sheena here with Home Gardens. Today I'm very excited because we were giving the starts of a I don't even know what you would call it. I'm so green and new at this that we were given something to start a SCOBY. And we have a SCOBY and I'm so excited. Let me show you. We've named the SCOBY PJ. And you can see PJ floating around in there. I'm so excited about this. I have wanted to start making kombucha for a while. I've had interest in it, but the science behind it, I hadn't had time to research, and in all honesty, I still haven't. I'm still learning and building my knowledge, and so I'm sure I'm gonna make quite a few mistakes. This is going to be the first batch of kombucha that we actually make, and I've already done some prep work ahead of time. Last night we went ahead and made a quart of tea. I realized one thing that I forgot to do is go ahead and mix the sugar in, so I'm a little concerned about the sugar dissolving, but I'm going to do my best to work with that. So that's the first mistake I've already made, but you know, hopefully that won't be too damaging to our kombucha that we're starting. Okay, so I have a jar, I have a cup for measuring out my sugar, and I'm about ready to get started. Nope. Ty's over making breakfast this morning. It's kind of cool outside this morning, and I wanted to just do a few things indoors before going outside. I've been reading this book here on vinegar, and it has a nice little section on kombucha, which one of the things that I've learned is that if you let kombucha go long enough, it will turn into vinegar. Not from my own experience, but just from things I've read and been told. So that's kind of cool. But what I'm going to do now is get you turned around so you can see what I have set up here and the process. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is get half a cup of sugar. To go into our tea. Go. And of course I make a mess. The really exciting thing about making our own kombucha is that we get to be creative. On farm, we have several different types of fruit that we grow. We grow nectarines, we grow figs, we grow blackberries, blueberries. Hopefully we'll get a significant amount of peaches this year. Lemons hopefully will be next year. Oh, well, peaches next year as well. Peaches, lemons, hopefully. Did I miss anything? Oh, roselle. Okay. That feels like it dissolved pretty good. I don't feel any graininess in the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put our tea in the jar that we're going to be using. And this jar is probably way too big, but I didn't have anything in between. Oh yeah, it dissolved good. Yay. Alright, so we got our tea with sugar, and that is a quart of tea. Now, we need to get our SCOBY, aka PJ, out of there and into here with about half of this liquid. So we're going to be eyeballing. I don't really know how to, do I just scoop PJ out? Let's see if I can get the spoon down in there. Oof. Okay, PJ. Come on. Oh, almost. And this is why. So, let me just try to pour off the liquid and see if PJ just slides out. Yeah, there he goes, or she goes, or some of her. Come on. With all of you out, I think. I really don't know. Still not half. Almost. My daughter's laughing at me. It won't. It keeps sliding off like a jellyfish.
Oh, it's made a strainer?
Yeah. So you can see that there some of the SCOBY went in, and then the rest has remained. I kind of thought this may happen, and I don't want to damage the SCOBY in any way, but I feel like all of it should be in there. So I'm gonna strain it maybe.
I'm using a spoon right now.
It's too slippery.
Oh, what about this one? This one. It's got holes in it.
It won't go into the jar. What do you mean, like pouring it?
You try pouring it?
Pouring it through the spoon instead of the strainer? Okay, we'll try that.
She's hugging that bottom.
Yep. She is like, no.
Just scoop the rest of her out.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in here. Although I think we use more than half. I think we use more than half accidentally. I gotta talk to my guru and see what that means. All right. So I'm told you don't need to stir this or anything as long as your sugar is dissolved. So that's that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cloth over this with a rubber band. Still have to go to the store and get some cheesecloth. So let me go grab a cloth. I believe in 5 days we'll need to pull it out and feed again. So I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to shoot this as a one video in succession or as we go, but either way you're going to be coming along for the journey. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. So our kombucha is doing very well, very beautiful. I want to show you the SCOBY and how big it's getting. Look at PJ. Oh my gosh, so huge. And I thought that was mold on top, but it actually is not. It's like 2 SCOBYs forming at once. And on top of that, cover that back up. Our jar here where we got our start from has also formed another. So right now I am brewing some tea to feed this one. I'm going to call these twins. This one here is going to be PJ, and this one is going to be JP. I guess technically it's triplets because this is really 2 in this jar, but shh, don't tell anybody. Okay guys, as I was recording, nope, not recording. Okay guys, as I was editing the last bit of the video, I realized I wanted to update you on a few things. First of all, JP has been moved into this jar here, which I'm not sure how much it holds, but it was one that we had been storing some dry goods in, so I just took those out, and I'll be using that temporarily until I can get another large jar like this for JP. So we brewed up a quart of tea, which was 2 tea bags of black tea, and to that we added a ½ cup of sugar, and we let that come down to room temperature, and then we put it in this jar, and then we added PJ and the remaining of the starter liquid that was in the jar that you saw in the previous clip. So did I say PJ or did I say JP? That's going to be confusing. This is JP. JP. This is JP. So JP is here. PJ is here. And we're at the point today where it's time to do a taste testing. Now, we did a taste testing last night. Mr. Bainhome Gardener Terry tasted, and he was pleasantly surprised. I could tell he was a little nervous. I'm so proud of him for trusting me to do this. But I had him taste it. He said, oh wow, it's almost there, let it go for a little bit longer. And so I'm gonna let it go throughout the night last night, and it is midday today, and we're going to give another taste test. I'm gonna taste it, Ty's gonna taste it, and then this evening when Terry comes home, I'll have him do one more taste. I feel like this is gonna be enough time. And then we're going to start our second ferment, and we're going to flavor with our roselle. We're going to use fresh roselle for that. I'm just going to have to go out and harvest some. I have no idea how much to harvest. This is all new to me. So that will be a separate video. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get some poured into the glass here. Got our little shot glass for tasting. And we're going to give it a taste test. Stop. What did you say?
It smells loud.
It smells loud?
Okay.
What's it smell like? Vinegar? Alright.
I'm not close my nose so I can taste it properly. I already have a preconceived in my head idea of what it tastes like because I smell vinegar.
Okay.
Why is it hot?
It's not hot. It's room temperature. The jar just can't. Oh.
Tastes like tea.
It tastes like tea?
With a little twang.
With a little twang. Okay. Is it not twangy enough for you? That's a word, twangy.
I don't know. Like, because right now I'm smelling vinegar. That's what I'm saying. I had to hold my nose. I'm smelling vinegar, but I taste tea.
Let me give it another shot.
Yeah, that is enough twang.
It's enough twang?
Twang.
Alright, I'm going to give it a shot now. Let me see. Alright, so I like it, but I kind of feel like it does need a little bit more twang. It's good. Like, it has very little carbonation, of course, because there's no seal on this container at this point. But I think it would be, I think it's going to be really good with some carbonation. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and just let it get cold and have Terry taste it cold and see what he thinks. Because usually when he does drink his, he has it really cold before he drinks it. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, let it get cold, and this evening when he comes home, he can give it a try. And in our next video, we'll let you guys know what we decided, whether we decided to go ahead and bottle up for a second fermentation or whether we decided to let this go another few days. Thanks for coming on our journey. This has been fun. I'm really excited, and just learning more food preservation practices that are going to be beneficial for our overall health, but specifically gut health, which, believe it or not, affects so many other body systems. So stay tuned. This is Sheena. Have a good one.